Hello, welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl Aroma Wellness, and I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Hello, are you new? Welcome, Sonya. How are you doing today? How's everybody doing? The ones in the bushes, the ones that peeping in. Today is Wellness Wednesday, and on Wellness Wednesday, in which I talk about wellness every day, but on Wellness Wednesday, I try to share awareness for the month. For the last couple of weeks, I've been sharing different awareness. I shared some things about Alzheimer. I shared some things about men health. And today I want to talk about PTSD. First, I want to give honor to God for allowing me to be here today. For one thing, I'm doing okay. I have my days, and sometimes I just try to keep going. Um, this is what I do over here, whether I'm sharing about wellness, sharing my own real life history, a wellness journey. I try to keep myself lifted along with others because there are people out there are dealing with some things. And my channel, I try to have my channel for a voice for anyone that like to share their testimonies. I do meal preps. I do current news, entertainment. I'm all about family. I love my family and I do share them a lot. Over here, I try to be all around person. I try to welcome people in my chat as long as you're being respectful. Um, this right here, PTSD. This is my first time covering this. Um, Anybody in the chat deal with PTSD? But I just want you to know, never be ashamed of anything that you go through. You never know your testimony or what you're going through could lift someone else up. So before I get into some information about PTSD, I have to put my disclaimer out here because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm just a lifestyle vlogger that I share different things. Sometimes I share things related to my own illnesses and things that I deal with, but I find that trying to encourage and share about other things regarding special, you believe there, what? This account been flagged for violating our user. What is that? If you believe this account has been muted. What? Lord. Hold on, y'all. Something going on with my. They saying my channel been flagged for violating our user agreement regarding hate speech, discrimination. What? If you believe there have been a mistake, please initiate this account has been muted. What? When I did a hate speech? Lord. I gotta see what YouTube is talking about. Can you hear me? When did I? What did I say? I just was introducing myself and talking about what I normally talk about. Can you hear me? Lord, let me But what did I? You can't hear me? They muted my account. Let me leave and come back. I'm trying to see what did I do wrong? What did I or let me get off of here because I don't understand. You hear me? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I talk about awareness every day. No fake medicine on YouTube. I'm not trying to give anyone any medicine. What are you talking about? What did I do? What fake medicine? I'm not a doctor. I'm just a vlogger. I just share things about wellness. Cause June is got different types of awareness this month. I've been talking about Alzheimer. I've been talking about men health, and I was just going to talk about Pstd, but it's not for hate. It's for educational purposes only. I was trying to check out and see who that is. They talking about they flagged my channel. Hey, First Lady, how you doing? First Lady Pink, how you doing? I'm trying to see why was my channel flagged. Can y'all hear me? I mean, ugh. Let me go to this stream and see. I haven't gotten an email. They put in my chat that my account is muted. Can y'all hear me? Put in my chat that my account is muted. Can y'all hear me? Put in my chat that my account is muted. Can y'all hear me? Put in my chat that my account is muted. First Lady Pete Person. I'm trying to go back to that message. First Lady. Who is First Lady? I'm trying to go back to that message. Who is First Lady? Who is First Lady? Pink Parson Visionary. Who is First Lady? Is that you, First Lady? Is that's my girl? That's one of my members? You must be on a new channel. Is that my girl? That's one of my members? You must be on a new channel. Oh, it's a troll? I'm like, what in the world? Oh, it's a troll? Just done took me all out my spirit. And I'm trying to see. Ooh, let me take some deep breaths. I'm like, it was a troll. Hey, Sonya, are you new? Let me drink me some water, y'all. I'm like, what do I be doing wrong over here? I'm just talking about stuff that we need to hear. Ooh. Lord have mercy. The devil is busy, y'all. Ain't the devil busy? Let me get myself. Thank you, my girl. That's one of my members just came in and helped save me. Lord, today is Wellness Wednesday. And like it just took my spirit just that quick. Because I'm trying to figure out what did I do wrong? You know, I do the same thing every day, every week, or whenever I come up. I don't have no hatred over here. No. So I'm gonna get into my commentary. I'm gonna let that devil go on by his business. I put him up under my feet. Because I went to my email, because if there's something going on with my channel, I'm gonna get an email from YouTube. I mean, I get emails every day. Okay, I just did. And if it's something about my channel, believe me, I get an email. That one thing about them, they gonna let you know what's going on with your channel. But get back into my commentary. Ooh, God give me the strength. It ain't nothing but death. Because I heard a lot of stuff going on with YouTube. You know, they got their rules, and I try to respect them, but, you know, it'll be what it be. Okay. How's everybody doing? Starting over again. How's everybody doing today on this beautiful Wednesday? It's Wellness Wednesday, and I was just trying to introduce myself to everybody that don't know who I am. I am Georgia Girl, and my channel is Georgia Girl Area Woman Wellness. And over here, you will find that I share about wellness because I base things on my real life wellness journey. And what I do over here, I try to uplift and I don't tear down. I like to share different types of awareness every month. So June have had several awareness this month. I talk about asthma. The other week, I talked about men health. Today, I just want to talk about Pstd. And I'm not here to judge anyone. If anybody that's going through that, okay. All right. Then I said, who is this? I'm like, who is that right there? But girl, you just came in and saved me because I'm about to, woo, child. Who is Sonya though? Is she new? Sonya good? Welcome in, Sonya. Let's give Sonya some flowers. Over here, Sonya, we believe in giving people their flowers. So you're coming in my chat for the first time. I welcome you. But I'm going to put my disclaimer out right here. I'm going to be talking about anybody in the chat is diagnosed with PTSD. Anybody in the chat. You can educate me about what it is, and then we can collaborate on this because this is awareness. When I do awareness over here, that when I talk about it, and I like to communicate with anybody in the chat that's dealing with something like that. You know, if anybody in the chat that's got PTSD, we want to come on the panel, you can share your story, you can share some things that you're going through, and you won't be judged. Over here, no one be judged. Because my motto over here, if I can't lift you up, I will not tear you down. And that's for sure. I know her from okay. All right. Long as you know, you my girl. How you been doing? I'm like, First Lady. So you done started working on your channel now? You done started your channel? You're welcome, Sonya. And do you have a channel? So I'm going to get into my disclaimer. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm just a vlogger. And I just found that sharing about wellness is much needed. You know, sharing about wellness is much needed. But always consult your physician if anything changed in your lifestyle. I'm just a vlogger. Just share information. This is just like awareness. I also have merch. I do merch with different type of awareness on it. You can check out my online boutique. I try to put positive things out here, but I know the devil stay busy. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, about the little boy got sentenced 32 years. I'm going to talk about that probably tomorrow or sometime, but I got to do my research on it and find out more and more about what happened. But I know he got sentenced 32 years yesterday. Okay. Well, you're welcome to be in the chat. Like I said, this is my topic today. And if anybody dealing with, I'm going to do a little. Okay. All right, girl. All right. I'm proud of you, First Lady. Make sure I got to put your channel in my lineup with Nightbox so they can tune in to your channel. When I get off, I'm going to copy your, make sure. Well, your channel already, your link is already being dropped. So you just let people know that you're starting your channel. I just got to put your link in there. I think I got it up on the other name, I believe. I got to look at it. But girl, you just rescued me because I'm like, oh, child. These people trying to make my blood pressure go up today. So I will put this disclaimer out here because I want people to know that this is for education. This information is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to diagnose, treat, or replace professional medical advice. If you are someone struggling with PTSD, symptoms, please seek guidance from a qualified healthcare or mental health professional. So I'm finna put this on the stream, what I'll be talking about. Hey, Frank. Boy, I tell you, my anxiety was about to go up in a few minutes ago, Frank. A troll came in here trying to scare me, talking about my channel being flagged and I'm doing hate speeches. You know, I saw your video today, and I'm like, ooh, Frank just spoke on people are being it. There's just some devils out here, y'all. There's some devils out here. I'm like, I don't do no hate speech over here. I'm behind this picture right here, y'all. I don't do no hate speech over here. Talking about my channel was gonna be muted. I'm like, Lord, what in the world? And my girl came in and got rid of. I'm like, Lord Jesus, what's wrong with these people? I'm like, what's wrong with these people today, y'all? They just, woo, the devil is busy. I'm here behind the stream, but this is what I'm sharing today. Anybody, like I said, if anybody in the chat deal with PTSD, if you want to come and share about your journey and things like that, just let me know. And like I said, I did put my disclaimer out here. This is my first time talking about PTSD. I deal with anxiety, depression, and you know, my anxiety was about to go up a while ago. Oh, you done seen them in somebody else's chat? Ooh. He was about to make my that troll was about to make my anxiety go up. You hear me? Girl, you came because I was just finna end this live. I was just finna end this live. So Lord, YouTube done flagged me. I said, he said nothing wrong. But the devil busy, Frank. You sure said it today. You said he folks this. Woo! But anyway, I done got calmed down and I'm finna do what I came here to do. How many of y'all ever heard of PTSD? How many in the chat have heard of PTSD? Is anybody in the chat diagnosed with PTSD? Anybody? And you know, as I do my research, I learn more and more about different awareness and stuff. Because I always thought PTSD just referred to people in the army or something like that. But it ain't all, it's different. Anybody can get it. But that's what I used to think before I started doing my research on it and found out there are millions and millions of people being diagnosed with it. So we're going to get into it today about it. It's not nothing to make fun of no one of. This is something that people deal with every day. So I'm going to begin by saying, what is PTSD? A lot of people don't even know what it is, what it stands for. Understand it, support it, and heal together. PTSD's post-traumatic stress disorder is a medical health condition that can develop after experiencing or witnessing a traumatic event. It is not a sign of weakness, and you're not alone. Can y'all hear me? I don't see my people in the chat. Because I don't know. Ooh. So that's what Pstd stand for. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. What? Wow. So people are going around actually putting that kind of stuff. Hey, Kevin, are you new? Welcome. It was a troll and him trying to cause me to have a panic attack. Woo, child. Thank God for my members and my moderators. The devil just busy. Kevin, are you familiar with the topic that I'm talking about? Is anybody in the chat diagnosed with PTSD? Just know over here, my doors are open. You're welcome to come up and share your journey, or you can put it in the chat and I'll read your comments. Over here, we're all about uplifting and not tearing down. This is educational purposes only, not to diagnose or suggest. Anything in your lifestyle change, and make sure you have consult your medical provider. First lady said, Georgia girl, I done my research on these type of trolls and their purpose. The target smaller channel, then they hold down these bigger channels hostage with these empty threats. What? Oh my God. Lord Jesus. Okay. Y'all hear me? So y'all know what PTSD stand for, right? Sometimes I believe I be going through PTSD. I believe I was going through it a while ago. That just really threw me off. We talk about my channel got flagged for hate speech. I don't hate on nobody. I don't that word doesn't come up in my mouth. If I don't deal with you, if you don't deal with me, I go about my business. That's it. I don't have to retaliate or say anything mean to you. But if you come in here incorrect, I try to stay cool because I know me. So let's get on into my commentary. Frank, how you doing today? Boy, I tell you, them devils be trying to get you out your character. We were just talking about that the other day. So get into my commentary. Like I said, I have shared with y'all what PTSD stand for. Just know if you're dealing with this, you're not alone out there. So what can cause PTSD? PTSD can develop after experience or witnessing events such as combat, military exposure. See, that's what I always thought PTSD stood for. But as I read my research, people in the Army, yes, they get this, but they're not the only ones that get PTSD. Sexual, physical assault, serious accident or natural disasters, domestic violence or abuse, sudden loss of a loved one. That's why I said, I know it feel like I'm experiencing it. You know, I lost my mom 5 months ago, and I'll break down in a minute. And y'all know I'm a bag of water. But I haven't been diagnosed with PTSD, but I have been diagnosed with anxiety disorder and depression. And I take medication for that. But anxiety and depression is kind of similar to PTSD, but, you know, it's different meanings. And I'm not ashamed to say I have felt in the past like I didn't want to be here. I have been down that road feeling like, you know, just feeling isolated and feeling like there was no way out until I started continuing to keep the faith and giving it to God. Because I love myself. You got to love yourself regardless of what you might be going through. You might be going through hardship. You might be having marital problems. You might be going through a lot of different things. But regardless of what you're going through, always love you. And the reason I had went down that road because I thought I wasn't going to be here no more because of cancer. I was feeding into that devil back then. But God tested my faith and I made it through it. I started turning everything over to him. He wasn't ready for me. He wasn't ready for me to leave this earth. And so while I'm here on this earth now, I try not to take nothing for granted. And the purpose of my channel is try to have it where it can help myself along with others. So never feel like you out here alone if you're going through any type of illnesses. Don't feel like you're alone. So, like I said, until I did my own research, I see now it ain't just people that be in the Army, but I know a lot of people that does have this, that have been in wars, and I'm sure if you've been in the army, you probably seen a lot of stuff. You probably seen a lot of people get killed. You probably have to go out in the fields and be at war and stuff like that. And that's enough that will carry you, that will always be on your mind, you know? So never feel like you're alone. And also like sexual, physical assault. And I have shared this a million times when I was 8 years old, what had happened to me. And that's still today. I'm 57 years old and it's still with me. That was part of my life. That was part of my childhood, what happened to me. No matter how many times I think I'm going to forget about it, that was my childhood, and I was robbed of my childhood. I was raped at 8 years old from a relative. And thank God I had a supporting family and God to get me through all of that. But it still triggers me, especially in situation when I see someone being assaulted, especially a child. It triggers everything back to me. That's why when I be with my grandkids, I'm very and my daughter told me, she's like, Mama, you they be telling me that I be so tight. I can't just, it's just like I don't want my grandkids to experience what I went through. And I just said, I don't trust nobody. I don't care who you is. And I always tell my grandkids, if anybody touch you or do something to you in the wrong way, please tell somebody. And one thing I want to tell people, listen to your children. Listen to your children. When your children come to you and say, my cousin touched me in an inappropriate way, pay attention, take care of the situation. See, that's a lot of stuff. A lot of people don't really just talk to their kids and find out what's going on. When that happened to me, first person I told was my mom. Because when I was streaming and hollering, my aunts and uncle act like they didn't even hear me. And I felt a certain way, like, that's just how the devil was back then. I'm thinking my aunt now, in my mind, I'm like, my aunt now letting their son do this to me. Because I was thinking like, because they wasn't there to help me, I'm thinking my aunt now knew about it. See, that's just how my mind was going back then. As soon as I told my mom, my grandmother, and Lord, my dad wanted to kill that joker. You hear me? He said, hadn't it been for my mom and my grandmother, that boy would have been, that man would have been dead. I'm 8 years old. He in his late 20s. See, but I can talk about it, but it still triggers me. It still triggers me. That's something that gonna always be part of my life. Could always be part of my life. And I try to let my grandkids know when they want to go stay somewhere with other people's, I don't even like that. And my daughter know it too. She be like, let's see what your grandma say. She don't let's see what your grandma say, because yes, I am. I can see y'all comments on the computer, but I see it now. I am. And I don't mind sharing what I went through, because I know it wasn't nobody but God what brought me through this. You see what I'm saying? Even at a young age, I didn't understand why he put his hands on me. I didn't understand why he put the pillow on my head. He put the pillow on my head. I'm 57 years old, and I was 8 years old. I was in the third grade. He violated me. So I try to you're not too heavy on this subject. Okay, but yes, it's it's a lot going on. You have to pay attention to your children. Pay attention to your children. Okay, because I know but getting on to the next thing, a serious sadness, a natural disaster. Sometimes, you know, like you can go through an accident, like a car accident, or you might have something going on at home, and it can really affect you mentally. It can really affect you mentally where it can always stay with you. Thank you for looking out for me, First Lady. And that's what we do. We help each other out because we know YouTube does have rules, but this is educational. It's educational. So also domestic violence. We know that's going on every day in the world, and a lot of people are going through it. So prayers going out to the ones that going through domestic violence or going through these different types of things that causes PTSD. Prayers going out to you. But always remember, you're not alone, and there's people out there that can help you. There are 1-800 numbers out there. You can call them, and you don't even have to give your name. You can be anonymous. These are just some things that cause like sudden loss of a loved one. And I know for myself how mentally it feels to lose a loved one. And sometimes today I still be like, is I'm gonna ever get over losing my mom? That's something that stays with me. I think about her every day. I wake up in the morning thinking about her. I got her little picture around my neck. I said, Mama, I'm here. I'm up. You know, I got to be able to find a way. I'm dealing with the loss of my mom, but it's still hard. It's still hard. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? It's still hard. A lot of people can say this or that. One day you'll probably get. People always tell me it might get a little easier, but it'll never go away. How you been doing, Joshua? We're talking about PTSD. Your day going pretty good, and I just gotta find my way of dealing with it, with the loss of my mom. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing, girl? First lady is in the chat, y'all. She have started doing content on her channel. She have changed her name. I gotta put her name in the lineup because I got her other name in, I believe. But y'all make sure y'all connect with her. She said she's gonna be doing motivational inspiration videos on her channel. And First Lady, she support everybody. I mean, she moderate for a lot of channels, and she always come over here and support, and I appreciate her for that. So that's First Lady. So y'all can just connect with her. I'm doing okay, girl, but when I first started my live, a troll was in here about to make my anxiety go up. And First Lady came here and told me that was a troll. And I thought it was somebody from YouTube for real, because they said we finna flag your channel. I said, flag my channel to my somebody I'm doing hate speech. I'm like, what? Hadn't got me hadn't got my anxiety up. And I know I took my medication today. And I'm like, and then it was another lady here saying, what are you saying? Only thing you talking about is health. And First Lady came in and got rid of them. She said that troll been going at people's channels because they were saying they was going to mute my channel. I'm like, what? And I know certain things that YouTube don't want you to talk about, but the way I'm talking about this right here is for education. This is awareness for June. I already been talking about as time of men health, and today I'm talking about PTSD, but I'm saying it in a way where it can help someone, not, not trying to put it where it'll judge someone in their situation. Hey, Kenneth. But First Lady, she came in and she got rid of, but y'all make sure y'all connect with First Lady. She started her channel. Yes, National Hotline. Yes, yes. There are places where you can call. You don't even have to leave your name. I was wondering, do anybody in the chat deal with PTSD? Yeah, they got my nerves up. I was finna stop this live. I was finna stop this live. And First Lady Hannah came in here. I was finna end the live because I went to my email, right? And I said, well, I gotta find out why YouTube said they gonna mute my channel. Because I know a lot of stuff going on with these channels. But I don't see an email from YouTube. And y'all can hear me, right? Because they told me they were going to mute my channel. Tell me I was doing hate speeches. I'm like, what? You in the wrong channel. I don't do that. I'm all about uplifting. So, like First Lady was saying, with what I'm talking about now, I have to say it in a way where, because I know people are actually dealing with this type of stuff. And this is awareness. This is awareness. Yeah, and I almost stopped it, right? I almost stopped it. I said, the devil is so busy. The devil is so busy. How you been doing, Kenneth? You been doing okay? So I was just sharing about what is PTSD stand for. Like I said, my channel is not here to diagnose or suggest any type of treatment. Going through something like this, make sure you consult your medical provider. So I was just going through some things that anybody can do. You Google, you can find this. My channel is wellness, so I talk about different things that people, this is reality. This is what people are dealing with every day. But you got to, if you didn't know what PTSD stand for, it stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. And I'm for real. I think I be having it. I ain't been diagnosed with it, but reading these symptoms and things like that, what going on, I know when it come down to losing my mom, it seems like I'm still traumatized from that. It's like, I know she's gone, y'all. I know my mom is gone, but it still seems like today I went over to her house. Because my brother still stay where my mom was staying. I still can't just, when I go over there, I can't even really still go in the room. I just, my brother like, you ain't gonna never come back in the house. I said, yeah, I'm gonna come back in there. And when I do go in there, it still seems like I see my mama in the bed. And I know it's gonna take, it's been 5 months. And I just ask God to continue to make me strong. I just ain't there yet. I just still not there yet to be able to just go in her room and sit around. My brother, they didn't change, the room around. Her bed ain't in there. All her clothes. I couldn't even go through none of that. I had to let them do it. I just ain't there. I'm just still not there yet. And I don't know when I'm going to get there, but I'm praying. Like those gifts and things I had bought for her, they still wrapped. They still wrapped up. So they asked me, what you going to do with the gifts? What you had got for your mom? I don't know. They're just some things she liked it. And I don't know. Yeah, I still get emotional. But, I've been praying and going through little support groups, online support groups to try to, help me mentally and stuff. So, but yeah. But they said the common symptoms. So I'm just doing commentary. And I'm just saying that people are really going through this. They are. Miss Key, how you say you been doing pretty good today? Good to see you. Y'all make sure y'all connect with First Lady. She said she's going to be putting some inspirational um, videos and things on her channel. Like I said, I know she support a lot of people. So common symptoms: intrusive memory, flashback, nightmares, or setting thoughts about the event. These are just symptoms, like I said, I used to think that people in the army are the only ones that deal with this. And I'm sure a lot of people that has been in the army, I'm sure they have seen a lot. I have seen movies where people have been to war and they have those flashbacks and seeing people that got killed. And I think that's a lot. That is a lot. That's a lot. Avoidance. Avoiding places, people, or situations that remind you of the trauma. Like I was telling y'all, when I was at the mall, and when that's when I first started having my panic disorder start getting very heavy on me, because I was traumatized. It it still took me years, and I can go out there now, even though it's been 10, 11 years now. I still be thinking about it. You know, I can go out there, my children be like, Mom, that been so long ago. I can still go out there and die. When I go out there to that ball, I be still looking around. I be like trying to make sure nobody coming in the door with a gun. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff traumatize people, especially when you have experienced stuff like that. Cause we were running for our lives. So things like that, avoidance, when stuff that still just stay in your mind, negative changes in thinking and mood, feeling of guilt, shame, fear, sadness, of loss of interest in activities. Yeah, sometimes, I had saw what Frank had said when I was talking about my mom. I saw his comment where he was saying, don't be blaming yourself, or he was saying like maybe it just wasn't meant for you to be there with your mom, when that happened. Reality, I know it probably was the best thing that I wasn't there. And sometimes I still be like, was it something I could have did? But I don't know. That's something I don't know. It was just, I don't be want to say it, but I know it was just my mom time. So changes changes in arousal, being easily startled, irritable, on edge, or having trouble sleeping and concentrating. Anybody in the chat going through any of these, have problems sleeping, um, be irritable? I'm easy to that's why I know I deal with anxiety, and I'm easy to, like how that happened when the guy came in the chat. That troll came here. I got agitated. I get agitated real quick. I really do. And I've been on anxiety medicine for a few years now. But had been doing so good. I think a whole year I went without having any type of anxiety, any overwhelming thing. But my mom died, yes, things did change. And I had to get my medicine increased. I be praying every day to get off that medicine. But my doctor told me I need to take it every day. So I just go on and take it. But sometimes I still will get triggered. Like when that guy came in a while ago, I was about to get overwhelmed. Because I'm like, what did I do wrong? I'm trying to see, do I have to email YouTube or what? Because I didn't like, it really throwed me off. So these are just some symptoms. And like I said, if anybody that really deal with PTSD, if you want to come in the chat, or you want to come on the panel and share what you go through every day, I would love to have someone come up and share about it. That'll give us more understanding, and we'll learn from somebody that's really dealing with it. So you're not alone. PTSD can affect anyone, regardless of age, gender, or background. Help is available. Recovery is possible. Hope is real. You matter. Your story matter. Healing is possible. One thing we got to do is continue to keep the faith, the hope, and believe. Continue to trust God in every situation. And I know without God, things wouldn't be possible. I know that I probably would be in worse shape in certain things, in certain areas of my life, if I didn't have faith, if I didn't trust the Lord in everything I do. So they said, what can help? Talk to someone, a trusted friend, family member, or a therapist. You know, a lot of people don't like to open up and talk to other people. Some people rather talk to strangers, like they rather not talk to their relatives because they know, they feel like people are gonna judge them. And I have already said my channel is a open channel. Anybody, and I have said for years, if you want to come on and share your story, you won't be judged over here. We're here to uplift and not tear down. And I have had people come on sharing their story I had people come on here that was recovering from drugs. I had people talking about their domestic violence. I had a person come on my panel one time. There was they deal with AIDS. I have had several people come on my channel and tell their testimonies, share about their traumas and things like that. So just know that there's somebody out there will listen to you. Somebody out there will listen to you. So they said, what can help? Talk to someone, a trusted friend or a family member, or therapy. Therapy, evidence-based therapists like CBT or EBDR can be very effective. You have to get professional help with some of these things. Therapy help, ways they can help you. Self-care, exercise, mindfulness, healthy sleep, and balanced routine. And we don't realize sleep is very important. Getting a good night rest is very important. Sometimes you could be going and burn yourself out all during the day. And when you do finally get that sleep, you just be like, oh, you've been waiting on it all day. Get the rest you need and, do what you're able to do. And what you can't do, you just can't worry about it. You just got to continue to live one day at a time. I'm just checking the comments and stuff. Okay. Frank's what he said about the trolls. Yeah, they was trying to scare me. They almost had me to stop their live. I messed around and hit somebody got no business. Hold on, y'all be right back. I'm still here. I clicked the wrong thing. But this basically what I do over here. I just share information and talk about it, and try to have people that's going through something like this. I let them know that my channel is a voice. I use my channel as their voice. If they want to come in and share about what they're going through, we can collab and talk about it, and you won't be judged. Like I said, I share what I go through. I just told y'all what happened to me at 8 years old, and it still stay with me today. And I'm 57 years old. I pray every day that girls, my granddaughters, even my grandsons never have to be violated in that way. So finish reading this poster right here. So it says self-care, exercise, mindfulness, healthy sleep, and balanced routine. Like I said, read listen to a nice podcast, um, do some self-care, do some mindfulness, something that keeps you busy, keep your mind. So that's why I like when my kids take me somewhere, I get a chance to be around a different environment, um, doing different things. That is mindfulness too. Support groups, connecting with others who understand and can bring comfort and hope. Like I said, when I first lost my mom, I didn't know how I was gonna be. I tried to I did go to a place, they were saying I probably need to get some professional help. So I did go to a place that, like, therapy, and try to talk to someone, but it was so expensive, and they was wondering, did I need to, in other words, I could have admitted myself to the place and stayed there a couple of days, but I said no, I'm not, because sometimes you go to these places and it might help you, then it might make you worse than what you was. So what I did was, and then my insurance wasn't covered either, and I didn't have the money to try to go and get the therapy. So what I did, I kept a praying, and I ended up joining a online group, and we share things about how we feel, and it's like a private group, and you know I get emails and different things every morning. When I do get up, I've been doing my cardios and stuff. They help me mentally, and physically. I pray God to continue to make me stronger, and talk to my family and stuff like that. But it's a lot. So connecting with others who understand can bring comfort. So when I joined that online group, it's like a grieving group. It's a lot of people that lost their moms. It's like a group for people who have lost their moms. And I read their stories, I see what they're going through. And some people have lost their moms for years and they still grieving. I just looking at Frank video when he was talking about his mom. It was the anniversary of his mom, you know, passing and stuff. And I just was listening at him talking about how much he missed her and stuff like that. I know my mom's birthday will be coming up after a while. Mother's Day was hard. But I know her birthday will be coming up in a few months. And I just got to continue to ask God to make me stronger and take one day at a time. Um, Professional help. A mental health professional can create a plan that's right for you. But that's why I was just saying, they wanted me to be at the facility, and I just didn't want to do that. I just told my kids, I'll be okay. I just continue to pray to God, and I joined that online group. But there are places that they will have you to, if you need to get away for a few days and stuff like that. That's why my children are always taking me places, and I enjoy being in different environments and being where I'm able to breathe. So it's okay to not to be okay. Asking for help is strength, not weakness. And see, a lot of people feel like if they let people know that they're going through this, make them feel like they're a weak person or something like that. But It's all right to ask for help. It's okay to say, I need help. It's okay to say, I'm not with it today. You know, it's okay to be not okay. So I did put that disclaimer out. I have one more thing I want to share, but I'm going to get on camera for a minute and let people know that I'm here. You know, talking about stuff like this, it does help me. Talking about stuff like this does help me mentally. Yes. I'm trying to take that off right now. Hey, y'all, if I haven't seen y'all today, thank y'all for coming through. And like I said, this is educational purposes only, not here to judge anyone. Because, like I said, we all go through something. We all go through something. And like I was just speaking on this yesterday, cause a person smile and they look a certain way, you never know what they might be going through. You never know what people are going through. People can smile through pain. People smile through their pain. They really do. They smile through their pain. Some people don't speak on it because they don't want to be burdens to others, or they feel like people gonna judge them, or they might feel it may make them think that they are weak, but you're not weak. Never feel like you're weak. If you're going through any type of PTSD, any type of anxiety, any type of illness that you're going through, never feel like you're weak. Because you just never know what you're going through can help somebody else. You can give somebody else the courage to be able to talk about it. But I want to come in and speak, and just in case I missed anybody. No, you was. I'm glad you told me that, because that's what I was feeling, Frank. I was feeling like maybe it was something, but I always thought if I were there, maybe she'll still be here, but I don't know that. Like they always have said, my mom had lived her life. It's just that I that day we not in go over there because it was storming. It was storming and raining that day my mom died. I couldn't get to her. And when I did get over there, she had already died. Cause the weather was, I mean, that particular day, it was stormy, y'all. You know, when a lot of people get ready to pass, they always be saying it be raining and stuff. That particular day, my mom was leaving me, but I did not even know it until later on that night. But yeah, that's just how I was feeling when she first passed. I said, Lord, I should have been here. And I was feeling a certain way because I would. And then I was also feeling a certain way because people were like, but I still don't know this today. If I had to put my mom in a nursing home, I don't know, would she would have still been here with me or what? That one thing I don't know. Only my mom and God know. God know my mom was in pain. And I know what she went through. But she was in peace when she died because she was sleeping. She didn't suffer. She did not suffer. It's just that I gotta be able to. I'm coming to terms with it, but it's just still hard. It's still hard, but I think I'm coming along. I done came a long way with it. I think I have came a long way with it, but she up there on my stream. Um, I just miss that smile. I miss her from calling me gal. But I have accepted she's gone. I really have, but it's hard. So I just want, but you okay, Frank? We help each other over here. And on thing you was telling me that it was the truth. You was telling me the truth. To stop feeling bad, stop feeling guilty. You know, you was telling me the truth about it. And I appreciate you for telling me that. So don't never feel like what you said was wrong, because it wasn't. It wasn't wrong. And that's what we do over here. We try to lift each other up. Y'all know what I had been going through, losing my mom. You know, mentally, I'm still not there, but I done came a long way. I done came a long way with it. We have no control as to when God calls us home. Stay encouraged. I am. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's a lot. It's a lot, but I pray every day for strength, Sonia. And thank you for coming over. And I hope you have connected with me. We have some different creators in here. We have my members. You probably see their links dropping throughout the chat. If you want to connect with some of the people, the links that you see. We got Frank in here. He's a very positive person. Lewis, I didn't know you was in here. Hey, Lewis. I got some great guys over here. They be sticking with me, you know. Sometimes when I be over here talking about women stuff, like personal women stuff, you know, because over here I have talked about miscarriages, I have talked about menstrual cycles, and those guys, they stay in the chat sometimes. And you know, I also try to acknowledge them as being gentlemen and let them know they are important too. I let my guys over here know they are important, and we want you to take care of yourself too. I encourage my guys over here, go to your checkups, do what you need to do to stay healthy. Do, because a lot of men don't like to go to the doctor. We know that. So I appreciate my men's over here, Frank, Joshua, Kenneth, Terry. I got a lot of guys that come in and listen and everything, you know, and I appreciate them. But let me see, Kenneth doesn't have a channel, but Frank, Lewis, Miss Key, First Lady, those are some of my members, and I appreciate them all. I appreciate them all. But yes, I wanted to continue with my commentary, but like I said, I want people to know whatever you're going through, you're not alone. You know, like some of the things I did share about, you know, some people don't like to talk about things like that. You connected through the J Journey, and some of them I have already connected. First Lady will get your new. Okay, yeah, J Jordan is he's one of my members also. Let me see, we got Miss Key, Sandra Club. It's a lot of my members' name. You probably know Miss Patty. Okay, and I gotta put First Lady channel. I gotta recap hers. I'm proud of her. She want to start putting stuff, because I told her she's a very positive person, and she always come over here and share inspiration with me and try to keep me encouraged, and I appreciate her. Okay, you okay? That's good. Yeah, I got a good little group over here. You know, I appreciate them all. You know, I try to support the best way I can, you know. But like I said, we all are YouTube creators, and sometimes we cannot be. Hey, Julia, how you doing? Jerlene, good to see you. I don't think I've seen you since I've been back on my vacation. How you been doing? She's also a very positive person, and I just connect with her a few months ago. And I'm so proud to have her as a member, a supporter. How you been doing, my sister? How you been doing? I'm just over here doing me, doing my commentary, and you know, taking one day at a time. That old Nick keep messing with me, Jerly. My doctor told me I might have to have a knee replacement, but I started by doing my cardios, trying to.
You don't know that yet.
No, but he would have said if it keep going like it going, I probably end up going. I probably end up having surgery. But looks like because I'm trying to avoid it. He just told me to keep going. I'm not. And I'm lying. But about you don't know that. Cause he know I be scared when stuff like that. And I don't like to be cut on. I don't like no needles. But I think we just gonna get it. I'm just gonna continue to keep getting it treated. Surgery gonna be the last option. But other than that, I'm okay. We did have a good time on the trip. We really enjoyed the cruise. I thank God bringing us back from that water. Cause it was a lot of water out there, y'all. But we really enjoy it. And it's good to take a break sometime. Ain't nothing wrong with taking a break. Okay, let's put Jerlene's daughter in prayer. Your granddaughter? Father God, will you continue to watch over Miss Jerlene and her granddaughter? Make sure they have a success. She have a successful surgery. Just watch over, Lord. Keep Miss Jerlene mind at ease, knowing that her granddaughter gonna go in there and have a successful surgery. Praying in your name's sake, Lord. Praying in your name's sake. Let her be able to come out and have a speedy recovery. Amen. And I pray things work out for her. So how you been doing, Miss Jerlene? How you been doing? I see you be coming in the comments in my videos and stuff. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate all my members, all my supporters. I do appreciate you. And I'll continue to keep your granddaughter in prayer. But today I was just sharing some things about PTSD because PTSD, June is PTSD Awareness Month. And I share things about awareness throughout the month, every month, but it's for educational purposes only. And I just been sharing, going down the line, talking about the different things about PTSD. If anybody dealing with this, don't feel like you're alone because there are a lot of people out there that does deal with this. They probably don't know what it is, but anytime you're going through something, make sure you consult your physician about it. So what kind of impact does PTSD have? Post-traumatic stress disorder can affect a person's mind, body, emotion, relationships, and daily life after experience or witnessing a dramatic event. Mental emotional impact, flashbacks, which I done went over some of these, flashback, dramatic events, nightmares, trouble sleeping, anxiety, fear, panic attack. See, that's what I deal with, anxiety and panic attack. And it always happens when something dramatic, like I can get overwhelmed just like that. I really can. But I'm praying that I get better and I be okay. I take my medication and I try not to let a lot of stuff worry me. I try to just take one day at a time, ask God to continue to make me stronger. Sometimes we'll get overwhelmed. When I do get overwhelmed, like my mom passed, I think I had about 2 panic attacks. And there was some bad panic attack. It had my heart. So when you have anxiety and panic attack, it affect your heart. It do affect your heart. So I had to go get a heart test done to make sure I didn't have no type of stress going toward my heart. But I did find out I had an enlarged heart a little bit. So I really have to take it easy. I just try to get everything to God and keep praying about it. You ever had a knee replacement? It works for a while. Wishing you the best. Yeah, that's what he was saying. Like my husband said, I don't know yet, but telling me, my doctor is telling me with the pain I'm having, and they trying treatments now. So we gonna go with that for right now. But he said if I'm gonna do a knee replacement, I need to go and do it at the age I am now, because the older I get, the harder it will be for me. I wear a brace on my when I was out there on that cruise, I couldn't walk a whole lot. I was riding on a screw line. But yes, they have it where you could have if you have any type of mobility issues, they have scooters on the cruise. Them folk came and met me. I couldn't do all that. I couldn't walk down that long old thing. Because when we first got there, we had to go get on the boat, right? Child, them folks saw how I was walking. Them folks, they brought a chair up there for me. I said, I tried. I told them I couldn't have made it. I couldn't have made it. My knee was already, went right in my back. So yeah, they have it where you be able to ride like scooters, or they have it for people that have issues like that. So I still enjoy, even though I couldn't move the way I wanna, but I moved what I could. The thing about it, it was good for me just to get in a different environment and be with my family. So that's basically why I enjoy it. But yeah, getting back to what I was saying, what kind of impact does PTSD have? Like I said, if anybody going through this, don't feel alone. Millions of people are going through this. The relationship impact, I had went over some of these earlier. Physical impact, it bothers you mentally, emotionally, and physically. So, PST can affect your daily life. Jerlene, I thought you was a moderator. I thought you was a moderator over here. Are you a moderator over here? I know you're a member, right? You came through my second channel, right? I need to go over there and look over there for a minute. I'm running. I got my main channel and my second channel. I'm running this live on two channels. Yeah, I think you I'm still here. But yeah, I got my other channel running. I just got it running in together. I'm here. I know tomorrow I start by getting my infusion shot and getting my focusing on things that I gotta do to continue to stay healthy. But I just want to bring that today. Like I said, today is Wellness Wednesday. And a lot of people probably didn't know what PTSD stand for, you know, and don't know the impact that it does have on people's daily lives. Statistics. Uh, it's good to see you, Jerlene. And I hope your granddaughter, everything turned out all right for you, for your granddaughter. And I pray that she have a speedy recovery. PTSD, I told you what was the meaning of it. It's post-traumatic stress disorder. And this affects approximately 6 to 80% of the global and United States adult population during their lifetime. Roughly 13 million Americans live with PTSD. In any given year, though about 7% of adults experience at least one trauma or a fraction develop disorder. The global rate, an estimate 3.9% of the world population experience PTSD at some point in their lives. United States adults, approximately 6.8% of United States adults experience PTSD, with about 3.6 dealing with it in a given year. Gender dependency. Women are, listen to this is very important. Women are significantly more likely to develop PTSD than men. Around 10% of women and 4% of men experience PTSD in their lifetime. So they saying with the statistic, women are most likely to develop PTSD. 10% of women, 4% of men experience PTSD in their lifetime, largely due to higher exposure to interpersonal traumas like sexual assault. So they said women are most likely to have it because of sexual assault. You know, they're seeing like it's more women getting sexual assault than men. And that leads to PTSD. Like I said, I thank God for his grace and mercy, even though I still get triggered when either I'm talking about someone getting assault or someone getting raped. It always triggered me because of what happened to me at 8 years old. But I'm glad I got a God that I serve, that continue to make me stronger, and have family that helped me, supported me during that time when that happened to me. But right now today, and I did share about it a little bit earlier, it's just like it happened yesterday. I was 8 years old, and I never would understand why did my cousin do that to me. He was a grown man. He could have got anybody, but he had to mess with me, a child. That's why I tell people, pay attention to your children. See who they be around. Anytime your children tell you that someone have touched them in an appropriate way, listen. You know, a lot of people don't take children serious. They think like they might be making it up, or they might be saying, no, that ain't true. Correct. You know, even though I felt my aunt knew what was going on. That just was my belief. But after, cause I had to go to court. I had to tell her in front of the judge what my cousin did to me. It was rough. At 8 years old, I had to describe everything what he did to me. I really did. But I thank God for the God I serve and family to help me get through all of that. Cause I don't know how I would have made without God. I don't know. And I always put him first in everything I do. So the things that I share over here, it's not to judge no one or anything. I can relate to some of this because I dealt with this. And I do want to thank everybody for their responses in the chat. Shout out to my member, First Lady. She's starting to work on her channel. So I got to put her channel in my lineup. I got to copy her channel. She said she will be doing some inspirational things on her channel. So let's support y'all. Let's support the best way we can when we can. And like I said, we all are YouTube creators. We all out here trying to do commentary and different things like that. You know, I appreciate the ones that do support me when you can. You know, I do appreciate you. I'm about to go on and wrap this up. Like I said, this is awareness. Like I've been sharing past 2 Wednesdays, I shared about Alzheimer. I also shared some things about men health. And today I'm talking about PTSD. Yeah, so I always say never be ashamed of anything that you go through because you're not alone out here. You're not alone out here. There are millions of people, and I just shared the population and things about PTSD. If you feel like you're going through anything like that, if you can't talk to your family, there are those numbers, 1-800 numbers, where you can call and talk to someone anonymously. You don't have to give your name. If you just feel like you just need to talk to someone, do that. Because it's not good to hold a lot of stuff in. But a lot of people just can't open up to people. Because a lot of people don't trust people. And I can understand that. I can understand that. When you feel like you can't trust anyone. Yeah. So I know tomorrow I have a doctor appointment. So I gotta go get my start by doing my infusion that to help with inflammation and different stuff like that. Because I hadn't been in a few weeks because I went on vacation. So I gotta get back on track with all that. I know they're gonna be like, where you been? Where you been? So I'm getting back on track with that. And we're still doing the rotisserie chicken challenge. We're on day 3. Shout out to Mona for recommending. I know Miss Key doing it. Sassy. I don't know who else. The next week we'll be doing 3 shorts a day. We're doing 3 shorts a day. It can be on whatever you want it to be. Just 3 shorts a day, whatever time of day you choose to do it. I want to thank a new person for coming in. Her name is Sonia. Thank you for coming in. And she says she doesn't have a channel, but she will connect with some of the people that's links and things that was dropped. And thank you, Miss Charlene, for sharing that you know deal with PTSD, and I hope that you're doing okay with it. And I pray that your granddaughter have a successful surgery and speedy recovery. I'm just going through. I want to thank my members for coming through. First Lady, she have changed her name, but I gotta go in and change it on my lineup. Thank you for coming through, for helping me get that troll out of here. Thank you, Frank, for coming through. Joshua, Kenneth, Lewis. Thank you guys for coming through. Kenneth said, "Oh, Kenneth, I didn't know you said that. I'm sorry. I didn't see that." Wow. Kenneth said, "I have PTSD. I used to get beat up a lot." Wow. I know you told me you used to get bullied, Kenny. I'm sorry to hear about that. I'm sorry I didn't see your comment. And I hope everything is working out good for you. Good to see you too, Lewis. I just gave you a like on this end. Thank you, Lewis. Lewis is also one of my guys over here. He be sharing things on his channel. I'm sorry to hear about that, Kenneth. I know you had shared that you used to get bullied, and people are so cruel out here. There's some cruel people out here. Like when that devil had came in my chat earlier, he was trying to disrupt my live. He wanted me to stop the live, but I knew I hadn't did nothing wrong. But anytime I have, and I always say, if I say or do anything to somebody, I'm the bigger person to say, I'm sorry. I apologize. But I know I don't do hate speeches over here. That's not even in my vocabulary. So, like I said, those trolls are, to me, I think trolls are like the devil. They do anything to try to interrupt your chat, try to get you out of character, and just try to see if you're gonna respond back to them. In other words, trolls want attention. Thank God I have moderators that pop up in here and get you up out of here. Because sometimes when I be talking and I be like, right now I'm on live on my computer. And sometimes I be using my phone to read or get information that I need to present with my commentary, right? I had another phone, but I don't know, that phone, the screen and stuff got messed up. So I need to get me another device. So when I do go live on my when I be live on my computer, I have my phone. And then people might call me. I have this phone for that. I always wanted a call-in line, but that other phone, I don't know what happened to it. I can make a call sometime, but the stream won't show up like I want it. So, but anyway, like I said, I appreciate everyone that did stop by. And I want to talk about that, what happened with the little boy. Well, he at 19. I probably talk some more about it, probably Friday or sometime, because tomorrow I doubt I do it in talking stream. I might pop up, but I won't do no stream. I probably do my little cardios in the morning, and then I'm going to go on to the doctor. It seems like now I just try to get back in my groove of doing things, even though sometimes I still be in pain, but I try to still keep moving. I try to still keep moving. I try to still do things that I think that going to help me and not hurt me. I don't do the jumping jacks or I don't get on the floor and do different stuff because of my joints and my legs, but I do try to use my upper part. I was doing high knees and stuff, but this knee won't let me do nothing unless I just use one leg. But my doctor just said, just do what I'm able to do. Just do what I'm able to do, and that's what I do. And thank you, Miss Keith, for coming through also. Miss Keith, Frank, a lot of y'all have been with me since day one, and I do appreciate everybody. Some people I don't see, and some people I do. So I appreciate the ones that do take their time and come over here and support. I really do. I even lost a couple people that used to be over here all the time, but I don't have no vengeance. I don't feel a certain way because people are going to support who they want to. I just wish you well, and I hope everything work out all right for you. So I'm finna go on and wrap this on up. Like I said, this was just commentary. It's awareness. What I say is awareness is just sharing and talking and letting people know that they're not alone out here. So I'm just going to hashtag you're not alone. And always remember, there's somebody, we go through stuff and we feel like we're having a hard time. But we have to look at there's somebody out there probably going through worse things than you. And that's why I always say this. I don't take nothing for granted. I really don't. Y'all make sure y'all check out the ones that was came through. I told Frank I liked that video he did today about how people are turning against each other, color against color, uh, then it's white against black. It's still people. It's a lot of people that is angry out here. A lot of them dealing with PTSD. They probably don't know they got it, but they're dealing with stuff. Seek help. Seek help. Get the help you need. Get the help you need. Because sometimes you can be so angry and you'll do something and you'll regret it in the future. Like I said, I followed a little bit about what happened to that young boy. From what I have seen, he was trying to say it was self-defense. But I'm gonna share some because that's all they've been talking about today. That's all they've been talking about. Some people say he deserved what he got. But like I saw a video where it's not a win for nobody. Cause both of those families have lost a child. They lost the boy that got killed, and the boy that killed the boy, his family lost him. So I'm gonna share about that maybe tomorrow or Friday. Yep. So when you losing someone like a child or any person to violence, it's not a win-win. It's not a win-win because you're gonna hurt right along with the same people that lost that person. So I think nowadays it's turning to be racial, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna read more about it and I probably talk about it. But anyway, you guys, thank y'all for the ones that did come through. Don't forget to check out some of my short videos. Like I said, we're doing a rotisserie chicken challenge. Check out the ones that doing it. Miss Key in the kitchen. We got Sassy doing it. We on day 3. I'm also doing my cardios every morning. I had some chicken and rice. I don't know who this was right here. I have to get rid of some of those trolls. They be all in my comments. Yep, so I'm just looking at some right quick. And shout out again to Miss Geraldine for sharing that. I'm trying to get First Lady's channel because I gotta copy her link. I don't know if I'll be able to go back and get it because I have her other name in here. I probably didn't look at some comments or something, so I'll be able to copy her channel so it can be in the lineup. So I got Miss Patty, Jager, who is that? Brian. Let's see what else. The way I got her other name here, so I'm gonna have to go in and change that. Yeah, I was just reading with Frank, so I didn't even see that. George girl, you could have done it all. When God wants you, He will take you. That is so true. That is so true. Being okay, I'm just not seeing the comments because I was reading off this phone. They was Frank said being a content creator is so different from just being a watcher. The devil will come. Yep, they sure will, Frank. I'm watching your ads and food. Thank you, Louis. And thank you for giving out light. Let's see. Once I was watching, okay, Kenneth said, once I was watching someone live stream, she had to stop it because of the trolling. Yeah, they terrible. One I was trying to get me to stop my live. I almost fell for it. Cause I'm like, what? I'm glad you're doing okay, Kenneth. I'm sticking a copy of First Lady channel. I just seen a comment. I probably have to wait till she comment or something. Let's see. She had sent me some floating hearts. But anyway, you guys, shout out again to my members for the ones that came through today. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I'm finna go and wrap this up. I think my husband not watching the game. I think it came on. All right, y'all. Thanks again for everybody that came through. Like I said, the devil do be busy. They came in, tried to stop my live, made me thought that, and I was really believing this person. I thought it was from YouTube for real, saying my channel was flagged and they was gonna mute my account. I'm like, what? But my anxiety was about to go up. And so I went to my email, because anytime YouTube go send your email, I don't care what, they are going to send an email. What is this right here? They are going to send an email, because I get emails just about every day, whether they go through some of my old videos, because they still be going through old videos, stuff I put out in 2020, maybe a couple years ago, and had to change out the music. That's why I don't try to play a whole lot of music, because if I do, I have to go back and change it. They'll send no emails out, but they say there's a lot of things going on with the channels and stuff. So I try to, when I try to share stuff, I try to share it in a way, where it's not discrimination, where it's not gonna be flagged. That's why I was like, I don't do hate speeches. I don't do that. So I'm like, I think you're in the wrong chat. So no, I didn't get an email from them. I'm gonna go look on my I'm gonna go look in YouTube Studio and see for myself. And people need to stop. Stop playing games. Don't do that. Stop coming in people's chat being rude, being hateful. Why you do that? Why do people do that? I know some people are just bored, don't have a life, and then they like, it's summertime, children probably playing on social media. But I wouldn't do nobody like that. I would not go on another person live and tell them they live is being flagged, coming up on a name saying YouTube administration. YouTube need to check into that. People are false, using their name, trying to get people channels, saying their channels are finna be muted. Stop hiding behind other people's names. And I always used to say, sometimes those trolls be people that you have once dealt with on YouTube. And some of them, they so coward. They're cowards. They don't know how to come in your chat up under their name. They rather come up under somebody else's name. That's why I said the devil stay busy. The devil stay busy. Stop doing that. Stop trying to interrupt other people's live streams. If this not what is my channel is not what you want to deal with, or you want to follow, unfollow me. Don't come in my chat. Don't come in here interrupting the 2 or 3 people that does want to hear what I got to say. Stop being a coward. Stop being a coward. And stop using fake names coming in people's chat. So I had to say that because a lot of cowards out here. I call them devils. No, I didn't get an email from since I've been live, I haven't gotten an email from Verizon. Not Verizon, but YouTube. Because believe me, I feel like if I was doing something wrong on this live, I would have got an email. They would have blocked this live. But I know it's certain things YouTube don't want you to talk about. And I know there's a lot of things that YouTube, they have their policies. It's just like YouTube got their rules, just like you have your rules in your home, or you have rules about your way of living, or things like that. Being a YouTube creator, we either deal with it or don't, just let it alone. Because we know they got their rules out here. I have learned, when I first started my channel, I didn't know a lot of stuff. I learned as I went. I really did. And it ain't easy. But I would never go in another person's chat and have them thinking like they have did something wrong. I wouldn't do that to nobody. Because I'm not a coward. I'm not a coward. And I don't have to go up under nobody else's name or make up a channel to come in and offend somebody. Because that's what the devil do. And the devil be in different disguises. They come in different disguises. And that's in real life. A lot of them be in disguises. And a devil don't have to have horns all the time. You can be a man, woman, child. Humans. But I'm glad I don't have hatred in my heart. I don't have hatred in my heart. I remember when I first started on YouTube, I'm just going to finish this little time out since I got to get this off my chest. I don't have hatred in my heart for no one. Whether you over here now or whether you have been over here before, I don't have hatred in my heart. I can't worry about who with me and who left me. I don't worry about that kind of stuff because this is entertainment. This is entertainment. It's not my life. It's a hobby and it's entertainment. Yes, I work hard trying to put in commentary. I try to do things that I like to do and I think that my audience would like. But I can turn this off anytime. See what I'm saying? I can turn this social media off anytime. I can separate life and social media. I can do that. I enjoy my channel. I enjoy the people that come over here. But just know, There's more to life than this. And if I feel like, then it took me a while. I know who's for me, and I know who's not. And sometimes that's why I always tell YouTube creators, don't worry. God will send the right people in your direction. He will send the right people your way. My channel never been, I think one time my channel got like 100 and some people because I was with the art killing sector. And I had some of those people over here. You know, people know what they like. People know who they want to support. What I do over here, a lot of people don't like to hear. They don't want to hear anything about things concerning your mind, body, or soul. A lot of people just want to hear drama. They want to see people at it. You ain't gonna get it over here. The only way you get it over here is somebody come in here and disrespect me. And if I want to give you an attention. That's it. The only time you'll get it from me. Because I have said this before, I let anybody stress me out or have me all upset. I just won't come on. I will not come on. Because there's more to life. This is entertainment. I cannot get upset with people I don't know. And I had to learn that. When I was over there in the art killing sector, which I'm still part of the dream team. You know, I go over there. Sometimes they see me and sometimes they don't. I don't know. But during the time when people was throwing shots and trying to get me out of character or made me felt a certain way because I was around in chats that people didn't like. I was, you can moderate for somebody and people get mad because you can be able to be adult about stuff and deal with stuff. There's a lot of creators out here act like children. A lot of them not leaders, they're followers. They follow the crowd. They follow the crowd. But I'm so content. I'm in peace. I don't worry about. I can't worry about this stuff. I can't do it. At one particular time, I'm just letting this little 3 or 4 little 5-minute go on and wear on out. I used to think that, am I doing something right? What I need to do to make my channel better. So I had to find what I felt like was comfortable for me. I found topics that I feel like can help myself along with others. So I had my channel with about 4 years, almost 5 years. I got monetized a couple of years ago. Then I lost my monetization. And I just got it back last year. Like I tell everybody, this ain't for the weak. This ain't for everybody. This is not for everybody. And I had to learn the hard way about being a YouTube creator. Because some people feel like they can come in your chat and disrespect you and think that you're not supposed to say anything. It's all up to me whether I want to respond to somebody. It's all be up to me. But I know a lot of people want attention. A lot of people just want attention. Cause if you put wood on people's fire, they're gonna continue to burn. They are gonna continue to burn. Yep, they are. They really will. Long you keep feeding it, long you keep putting it out there, they're gonna keep coming back. And again, I do have a online merch shop. This is my mug here. The mug say, "Keep on going 2026." This was my hashtag for this year. Keep it going. Whatever I got going on, I just said, Lord, I gotta keep it going. I gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it going. We're in the 6th month of this year. Before you know it, it'll be Christmas again. Time is not waiting on nobody. Time ain't waiting on nobody. Real ain't. It's passing by. Before you know it, this year will be gone. That's why we just have to continue to keep God first. I tell myself every day, when God wake me up in the morning, I always say, Lord, I thank you. Because I know it wasn't nobody but him. Nobody but him. And ain't nothing wrong with talking to God. Nothing wrong with it. Yep. So I hope everyone enjoyed my commentary, the one that did stick around and the ones that peeped in the bushes. Thank you for your view. Even though you peeping in the bushes, you're still watching. You're still watching. So don't be afraid to come in the chat. As long as you're being respectful, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. So those flowers are for everybody that came through. And my last words are, whatever you might be going through, you're not alone. You're not alone. There are millions of people dealing with something. I have my issues. I have my struggles with my health. But one thing, I don't give up. And I won't give up. But that's what the devil wants us to do, give up. On that note, y'all continue to stay blessed, stay encouraged, and always stay what? Prayed up. And thanks for watching. Good night.